Hi. Have you ever wondered when people age why they start hurting and why they have trouble digesting? And have you ever wondered why they lose the faculties of their arms and their legs? My mother could not feed herself at 90 anymore. She couldn't bend her elbow to get the fork to her mouth. And when I found that beef made my elbows hurt, I quit eating it. It was hard. Yes, it was hard because I craved the smell of charcoal beef. I did find that as we age, we need certain nutrients. And this is why I started out and start you out finding your best foods. Because as we progress through this aging process, we basically all need certain nutrients to keep our metabolic cycles running. And I found that supplementing is a problem because it can cause cancer because it builds up in our system. And supplementing is not a good idea if you're going to get cancer. So eating food is the best way to get the nutrition you need, and finding your best foods is the best way to get your nutrients. I also found that there are 7-methylating genes in my work. And during this process, I found out why people with genetic aberrations, and there's several different kinds, which can cause several different conditions. Anyway, one of them is the COMT gene, the COMT gene, and it can run fast and it can run slow, and mine happens to run medium, which means I have symptoms of breast cancer and osteopenia. COMT gene is the gene that controls your bones, and it also controls estrogen degradation. And so if we don't have the proper nutrients to process these estrogens so that they don't build up cancer-causing products, we have to degrade them further. And the best way to do that is with cruciferous foods. And my blood type, a friend who's 80 years old, was taking a lot of calcium to support her osteopenia. And I read a blog where prunes help, and I concentrate on prunes, but her concentrating on calcium caused a buildup of calcium in her arteries, and she had to have a aortic valve replacement because of a calcium plaque. So I do not recommend taking calcium pills either, nor do I recommend taking vitamin D3 with K2 to get the calcium into your bones instead of your arteries, because she knew this also, and she still ended up having to have an aortic valve replacement. So eating your food, again, is so very important. And we started her on a form of broccoli, which is available from bit.ly sprouts, sprouts, capital sprouts, capital KIT. And this is a company that sends you little packets of seeds that can help you do it yourself. There are other choices if you would like something less expensive, and I can send you one of those. But I do recommend that you find out what your best foods are what nutrients you need as you age to keep your metabolic systems running, and how to digest well. So I started www dot the number 12 keys, KEYS, the number 2 basichealth.com to get you started on the process of cutting out the unnecessary food and adding the nutrient rich food you need. I hope this helps because I want to keep digesting. I don't want what happened to my dad and mom to happen to me. And I want to keep walking and I want to keep being able to use my arms to get my fork to my mouth. So if there's anything in your family that you've noticed, maybe you want to do this and get started. Just think about what you've seen in your aging parents. Of course, mine were older, and I guess that's why I had the advantage of seeing this happen sooner because some of us, our parents are only 20 years older than us. Mine were almost 40 years older than me. So I bring you this information so that you can feel fit at any age and start to learn what you need. Take care.